Hey everybody, Don here again. Well, I'm back in the paint shop, and today I'm going to paint some lipless crankbaits. Now, spring is right around the corner, and I hear a lot, and I see a lot, and I read a lot that red is a really good color in the spring. I'm a big proponent of red in a lot of applications. I generally use the red hooks on my worm hooks. I just think red, simulates blood in the water, and I think it's just a natural attractant to fish. But the thing we're going to do today is going to be primarily red. So hang out. So here's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to take a couple of these lipless crankbaits that I've already primed up, and here's the colors I'm going to use. I'm going to start off with a base of Wicked Crimson. That's going to be the primary color. I'm going to top that off with a little of this transparent deep red. I'm going to do some stencil work with black and a little bit with gold. Now this is actually, it looks gold, but it's called pearl copper, but we'll see what that looks like. And then for a little stencil work, I'm going to mess around with this this piece of stencil here. All right, so we're going to start off with this Wicked Crimson. You guys know that these Wicked colors are really thick, so I'll probably have to use a little reducer. We'll see. But I'm going to put a good amount of this in the airbrush because it's going to be the primary color for the bait. First, if you take the cap off, is always helpful. Ooh, I think I'm gonna like that. We'll see how it looks on the paint. They never look quite the same as they do in the bottle. Again, it's a really cold day out there today, and I'm not going to use the exhaust fan on the booth, so I was breathing in some fumes the other day. Today I'm going to wear a respirator mask. This isn't nearly as thick as the other one I was using. And it's also not really what I would call crimson, but oh well. Let's paint. I'll be able to layer and get the color I want, I think, out of this. All right, well, as you can see, I've decided to do 3 instead of just 2 because I overloaded my brush a little bit. But I put multiple thin coats on here, light coats, and heat set in between them. I'm going to try to use up the rest of this paint and just make sure I got these things good and heavy. Color didn't really look like I thought it was when it was just a light coat, but Once you get multiple coats on there, looks pretty good. All right. So we're going to load up a little bit of this pearl copper in there. And then I want to see what it looks like, but I think I'm just going to put a couple of little spots like that on there. Try to control it as best I can without getting too much overspray. See what it looks like. Not very much. 3 or 4 drops, all I want to put in there. All right, that looks kind of cool. Let's get these out of the way. And let's just just a couple of not a whole lot. I just want to get a little bit of gold on there. And we're going to kind of mute that. Just a little bit. Whoa. Do that on all 3 of them. Yeah. All right, very cool. Let me show you what we got. Just a little bit of gold in there, you know, kind of a random pattern. Now I'm going to top that off with some black. All right, well, I was going to go pearlized black, but I think I'm going to start off with just a little opaque black. I'm going to do around the head, the gills, across the top of the back. And then I'm going to come in with some transparent red. This is called deep red, so let's just see what happens when I mess with this a little bit. Not a lot. All right. And we're going to run a little around the eyes. I'm going to turn my pressure down. I got my pressure up at about 20. So, yeah. Got it down around 15 now, and I can get a little bit more precise with it. Across the top of the back. Kind of go over this crappie pattern. This is kind of a bigger pattern than what I did with the gold. Oh yeah, see that? That's kind of cool. Not a lot, just a little bit. think those look pretty cool to this point. All right, the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to top this off with a little of this transparent deep red and see what it looks like. I was hoping for a kind of a deep red color when I started this whole thing, so. Got the brush cleaned out. 2, 3 drops. See what that looks like. Well, it's not much different than the crimson red, but it is transparent, so let's see what it looks like. Just kind of fade the top in a little bit. And the bottom. Being transparent, you should be able to see right through it. Yeah. Just darkening that up just a little bit. Just a little bit of that gold. Need a little more paint. Go over that black on the back, and I actually love the color that it's coming up with. Just on top of that black. I'm debating whether or not I want to actually try to do a defined gill plate on that. Not sure that I do. I think I'm going to call this done. All right, so now I'm going to mix up my clear coat. I'm not going to show you the whole thing, but I am going to add a little bit of red and gold flake. I've got 3 baits to paint, so 3.6. I'm going to take this up to 6.4. All right, so that is going to give me a pretty good good balance. I'm going to turn on my timer and stir this for 5 minutes, and then once I'm done mixing it up real good, then I'm going to add the glitter. You guys tell me if you think the glitter is a good idea or a bad idea. I think it looks kind of cool. I mean, I'm not putting a lot of it in there, so it's just really light. But I kind of like it. All right, so been stirring for 5 minutes. I'm going to put in a little bit of the gold dust and a little bit of this laser red. Kind of mix those together. Again, not very much, but I think it'll add a little bit of sparkle. All right, just gonna paint this on and get these up on the rotisserie. There we go. I'll have it up there. Get that on the rotisserie. And we'll get to number 2. All right, well, here they are, 2 coats of clear later and hooks installed. Now, like I've said, I'm going to keep one of these for myself, and I'm going to give one of them away to you guys. This is the one I'm going to give away right here. Now, if you want a chance to win this, it's pretty simple. You've got to be a subscriber, number 1. You got to like this video. And then you've got to comment on the video. And in that comment, say somewhere in there, hashtag Crimson Crappie. And a little bit over a week later, I'm going to do a drawing and give this bait away. Like I said in the last video, if you win this bait and you take it out and you catch a fish with it, and you send me a picture via email with that lure in the fish's mouth, I'm going to enter you into the special end of the year giveaway. And like I said, I'm only going to make 6 baits total. So there's only going to be 6 people in that last giveaway, potentially. And it's going to be good. I'm promising you. So thanks for coming along. We'll see you next time. Peace. Good luck.